They decided to write Caleb Williams' name.
All right, man. It looks like we live. This is the first time I've ever done any of this stuff, so this is gonna be fun to find out. I don't know if y'all can hear the background, if you can hear the music. It should be on voice isolation, but I don't know. Anyways, if y'all don't like spoilers, I don't think anybody's even in here, but if you don't like spoilers, any of that kind of stuff, that might suck because I'll be getting those spoilers for sure via the social media, and I'll probably talk about it because you know me, man, I can't wait. But anyways, man, exciting. This is like Christmas. This is like Christmas for us NFL fans. And so we'll see how this goes. Obviously, first pick, Caleb Williams is done. And the draft, in my opinion, I think the draft really starts at 3. So we'll be interested to see what the Commanders end up doing here. I think a lot of the talk about it not being Jaden Daniels was not smoke. I think it was legit. I don't think they're going to take him. I think I predicted that it's going to be J.J. McCarthy. I still think it's going to be J.J. McCarthy. But obviously wouldn't be surprised with anything. But I don't think, I think regardless, the draft kind of starts now. But man, if it's JJ, that would open up a lot of scenarios because now New England may want to trade out, or they might end up taking Jaden Daniels, and then what happens with JJ McCarthy. So what happens with Drake May. So that's kind of a big thing there. So we'll see. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. I'm not used to this live stuff. It's kind of a trip, man. I might end up like picking my nose or something, but we'll see. Still waiting for people to get in here. Now, surprise. I'm really just doing this to watch later and see what I got right. I'm also doing this because a couple of my buddies had asked me. They want to come in and kind of join me virtually in this virtual world that we live in. So. D-Rock, what's up, man? How you doing? Hope you're having a good night, enjoying the draft. I'm like so fired up. I got my little Cristalino bottle here, drinking some tequila. I might end up. Luckily, there's not a lot left. That's because that's actually how much I started with. I haven't really began yet, but I'm preparing myself because if that thing goes, if we end up going like cornerback or lineman or something, I'm going to open up a new one upstairs and finish that one. So we'll see. From first to worst with Verse. You think so? You think Jared Verse, huh? I'd be fine with it if like 4 of the quarterbacks got shot in the leg during the draft. I'd be fine with that. But otherwise, no, I'm good. Well, it looks like, guys, it is Jaden Daniels with pick 2. Pick is in. That's who they're going with. So no surprises there. And now the draft starts, man. I'm going to be in a lot of group chats. I'm going to try to do my best to mix this whole thing. This is the first time I've ever done live, man. This is fun. So, but yeah, I mean, I guess it is Jaden Daniels. I thought the smoke was kind of legit. It's just funny because if a player really doesn't want to go to your city and play for you, if that's true, why the hell would you pick them? I never understand it. But anyways, who cares about the Commanders? Nobody's ever really cared about them. They were soft and had to change their name. Can't believe they actually bought into that. So cheers. Redskins. Cheers to the Redskins. Harrison. Endoplasmic. I don't know who Harrison is. Oh, you're talking about Marvin Harrison? Obviously, that was dumb of me. I think about him as Marvin Harrison Jr. or MSJ. Marvin Harrison, I think, is almost a lock to go number 4 to Arizona. But then again, I wouldn't be surprised if they went Malik Neighbors. Like, Harrison's really good. But if he doesn't go to Arizona, which I think is a really, really low chance that he does not go, then I think Marvin Harrison will go to whoever the hell trades up to 5. Or he'll definitely go to the Giants for sure. So no later than 6, guaranteed. Yeah, my bad. I saw Marvin Harrison. That was dumb. I'm in such quarterback land right now. It's like, what do I even do? Let me know. let me know, D-Rock or Endoplasmic. Let me know. Can you guys hear my TV in the background? Or is that good? Exactly, D-Rock. The draft, this is where it starts. This is where it starts. You can't hear my TV? Or is that a yes to the draft? Man, why is that? That's annoying. Maybe because the stupid mic that I got here. All right, my bad. Well, we'll see. That might be a little bit better. Maybe I could just do the AirPod, even though it doesn't sound as good according to sources. All right. But you talked about the path. 185 pounds when you met him as a freshman. 207 now. Last year, Bryce Young, that was a big issue. But Bryce Young was waterweight at 204. Jay Jacobs is a legit 207, 210. Pete Cherby, what's going on, bro? Who are the Broncos taking? Well, if you watched my video from earlier, you would know my thoughts. I think it's going to be Bo Nix. I think right now they're calling New England. They're trying to do whatever they can to move up. They've probably been doing it for a while. It's probably not going to happen. I think Drake May is somebody that Sean Payton loves. I think JJ McCarthy maybe a little bit, but Bo Nix makes the most sense. So I think they're ultimately going to go with Bo. But we'll figure it out, man. We'll see. We'll see. Is the Patriots pick in, or are they still? Let's see. Yeah, Patriots still on the clock. This is going to be interesting, man. If they end up trading out, oh no, the pick is in. If y'all want to know it, spoiler alert. It is the first three picks are exactly what we thought. It's Drake May. Yep. So who the Broncos taking? Who the Broncos liking? We need a second. We do need a second. That's why I said today, like the actual ideal scenario, and I'm never an advocate of ever trading back and then taking a quarterback because there's no better way of telling them like that we kind of like you but not really than doing that. But this is one of those years where I feel like, you know, with not having a second round pick because we traded for a coach, doing that would make sense as long as it meant that you got a second or a very, very high third that you can pair up to make a second because you want to get a lot of picks in the top 100 in this draft. So we'll see. I'd love Knicks regardless. I'd love Knicks more if we traded up to 9 to get him. I'd love Knicks at 12. I'd love Knicks at 18. But I would love the pick of. I would love here's the thing. Obviously, trading back and still getting Bo Nix would be ideal, but I think you have a really big chance of losing out on him. I think that you're taking a risk, and if you love a quarterback and you're actually committed to that quarterback, you're not going to take a risk of losing them. So we shall see. But the Patriots, they don't want to make it interesting, and so now the Cardinals, that could be a trade. But maybe not. You know what's funny? I noticed a lot of the times when the media hypes up a lot of things like expectations about a draft, those things usually never end up coming to fruition. And they've been really talking about there's going to be so many trades and record amount of trades and all this kind of movement. And maybe that's just not going to happen. So we'll see. But it looks like if the Cardinals don't take Marvin Harrison Jr., then that would be a very Cardinals thing to do. I think that they are absolutely taking MHJ here. So we'll see. Yeah, I got 3 people. And you know what's nice about this? You know what's nice about having people on live stream is they can't really talk shit back to you. So, you know, they can say something. I can just say whatever I want. If they disagree, what are they going to do? You know, text me? Salute. Cheers, y'all. This is my Christmas. Actually, this is way better than Christmas. I'm not even a big Christmas fan, to be honest with you. I fuck with Thanksgiving. Pats need a QB, and the Pats are taking a QB, sir. They have made their selection. And it is Drizzy Drake May. I really like Drake May, man. I would have loved to have him. But anyways, football is like too much of a drug to me. It's got me drinking tequila. It's got me hitting vapes. It's got me doing all this kind of crazy stuff. Well, endoplasmic, clearly it seems like you're a little out of touch, unless that was a joke, because Mac Jones is not just the future. He's not even with the Patriots anymore. He was traded. So Mac Jones is no longer there, brother. He is no longer there. He's hanging out with Lord Farquaad down in Jacksonville. He'd be a really good backup to Lord Farquaad. It's all good. It's all good. You probably got like 5 kids and play golf all the time. So I don't blame you. I don't blame you for not knowing. Plus, it's Mac Jones. Who cares, you know? If you had an R between the A and the C, he'd be a cool dude. Damn, man, that's wild, though. 3 quarterbacks in the top 3. It's not like it's surprising, but, like, it's crazy the kind of class that people think this is, but also how inflated the quarterback value is because teams realize if you don't have a quarterback, you don't got shit. You don't have shit. So, all right, good 3 picks. We'll see. This is kind of moving along. We're getting there. It's going to be interesting, man. What are they doing? Are they sorry, I'm in like a bunch of chats here. This is going to be bold, and it's probably going to backfire because a lot of my quarterback takes in the past backfire because I'm not really usually good at making a QB selection. But I genuinely believe and I'm genuinely convinced that the best quarterback in the NFL draft this year is Drake May for sure. I think he's just got stupid talent. I just get a little bit worried about what he's going to have in New England in terms of like support system, coaches, all that. But man, he's crazy. D-Rock, what are them Vikings going to do? Shit, man, that's the $1 million question. The Vikings are going to start any second now. Making calls to people. I don't think it's going to be to Arizona because they don't really have to. Like, unless the Broncos are like actually have something with Arizona, which I don't think that they do. They don't have to trade up to 4. So it's gonna probably go at 5 because I think that Harbaugh and the Chargers would really love to take both of those first round picks. So I think if any right now, I think Minnesota could start. You can start hearing buzz about them taking trades up to number 5 for JJ McCarthy. I think they really wanted May, but yeah, I think 4, which is where I originally thought the draft started, was like a 3 or 4. It's going to be Marvin Harrison Jr. And so far, I'm like on my actual mock draft. I think I'm 3 for 3, which is very good. My man, endoplasmic. Which quarterback has the best rookie season? Rookie season. Well, rookie season and career are obviously different. I think Caleb Williams definitely has the best rookie season because I think he's going into a really, actually, like surprising. I think it's actually a really good situation in Chicago. He's got a lot of good weapons. The defense is improving. So I actually think he could have a pretty good year there. Jaden Daniels is good, but Washington is not. With Cliff Kingsbury, it could be interesting. He could be all right there. Drake May, I think, is going to be really good long term, but he might not even start the year, and he probably shouldn't. He probably should just chill and rest and kick it behind Brissett, and then we'll see where the other 2 land. You never know. It's all about fit. It's not always about the player, man. Fit is always going to be more important for sure. Which is why I think Drake May made more sense for Denver than Jaden Daniels or JJ McCarthy or even Caleb Williams. He just makes more sense because of the fit. Pick is in Arizona. MHJ it is. If you don't like spoilers, let me know, but my bad.
I want to just touch on Drake May because I think he's got as high an upside as anybody, maybe even including Caleb Williams. He and Caleb make throws that all the other quarterbacks can only dream of making. Okay, and so New England fans, yes, he might not be the most polished right now, but this guy's upside is through the roof. Yeah, don't forget this very quickly. This young man may sit for a while, but not for very long. It doesn't take long in the NFL. When you have a number one pick, you use it. So we are probably not going to see 4 quarterbacks start a draft for the first time, unless Roger Goodell is announcing himself as the new quarterback of the Arizona Cardinals. But he's about to come out here and announce what the Cardinals decided to do by sticking and picking while the Chargers are already a minute and a half into their clock. We need more picks in the 2024 NFL Draft. The Arizona Cardinals select
Marvin Harrison Jr., man. There's a lot of hype around that dude. And it's funny, Caleb Williams got a lot of shit about, not doing these interviews and not doing this at the combine, not doing that. Nobody did less than Marvin Harrison Jr., and not really many people said shit about it. So, but that dude's a fucking stud. Yeah, if he breaks his nail his rookie season, he actually genuinely might go on IR for sure. But I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take this live stream up to when the Broncos pick. If the Broncos end up trading back, I don't know if I'll stay on there. But I'll let y'all know. We'll see. Depending on where they trade back up to, I might get back on. But hey, we'll see. We'll wing it. We'll wing the stang. Who's up? The fucking Chargers, huh? All right, let's see. Chargers could trade out. I feel like they'd probably want to. This is where I think Minnesota can make a move. But if not, they're going with a lineman. It just makes too much sense with Harbaugh there. But who knows, man? Chargers are going to charge. Whatever they end up doing, it's going to be shitty. So, Chargers. Because to give you guys an example, we've sucked like so bad for so long. Yeah, like historically bad, like last 7-8 years, and we still always beat the Chargers. That's how shitty they are, and they're like talented. So, Chargers are going to charge, brother. And
Larry Fitzgerald, 3rd overall in 2004. Welcome to Prime Time, presented by Nationwide. Kaylee, take it away.
Well, Marvin, you represent your father's legacy with that pendant around your neck, but it's your turn.
Oh shit!
We want your name to represent me.
I got a lot going. I'm definitely not the best person in the world to go live because I get so distracted with other things.
From Garrett Wilson to C.J. Stroud, the last 2 NFL Offensive Rookies of the Year have been products of Ohio State. Can you make it a three-peat for the Buckeyes? You came in here tonight confident you would be the first receiver taken off the board in a class deep with talent. Why did you have that confidence?
Just had trust in my abilities. Worked so hard to get to this point.
It's funny. He sounds just like his dad. Marvin Harrison sounds just like his dad. He talks all quiet and calm. But I don't know how the hell he's so much taller than him, man. Nah, I think I just saw a rumor on Twitter, but if I didn't see a rumor, that would be a little bit of a shocker. And the Chargers, nothing crazy, but it'd be a little bit weird. Oh, D-Rock, if we go offensive tackle or if we go cornerback in the first round, you will witness me suffer from alcohol poisoning for sure. And then I don't know. I can't promise you what happens after that. So we'll see.
On time and create separation. No one does that better than him.
The first kind of shocking pick at the Chargers. The Chargers are staying, I think, if this is legit on Twitter. I think that they're staying and making a pick, and it's definitely a little bit surprising. But I don't know if it's true or not, because usually it comes out. Yeah, no, sorry guys, it's BS. I'm gonna unsend it. That's always the best when you unsend something in a group chat, people freak out. All right, I'm gonna unsend that. Oh, I can't. All right, let's see who the Chargers took. You guys want to know? Let's see. Schefter tweeted. Dejan tweeted. Oh no, so they're keeping the pick at 5. That's confirmed. Yeah, and obviously you can see his pick is in. It just makes sense. It is moving quick, man. I like it. I like it a lot. And usually once it gets going, time moves quick because it's been 45 minutes. Well, I started at 10 minutes. At 35 minutes, the first 5 picks. That's about right. That's about right.
With the draft coming up, here's some advice for new players. If you're drafted last, don't stress about the name.
I love how they go to commercial for the Chargers pick, even though the pick isn't in. They're like, who gives a shit? There's like 5 or 6 Chargers fans. In fact, I couldn't believe it, man. I saw one. I met one a couple weeks ago, and I thought I saw a unicorn. Yeah, I think it's Joe Alt. We'll see. Man, the Giants now get a chance to get a haul potentially. There could be a lot of smoke. This is why the NFL draft is so fun, though. You have no idea what the hell. Let's see. Pick is in. Man, they're really not answering on Twitter. I'm telling you, there's like no Chargers fans. People do not care. There it is. Pick is in. Yeah, just like we thought. I've nailed all the picks so far. Joe Alt tackle. Makes sense. Keep moving forward. All right. Chargers. Now, who we got? Giants. Let's see. See if we can figure out the Giants. This is interesting, man. This is where I was saying right around 6 or 7, the Broncos can justify a move up. Absolutely 100%. If they really like J.J. McCarthy, this is their chance. Interesting. Daniel Jeremiah made a good point there. Really good point. Interesting. Oregon and USC were high flying. They were running college football. Jim Harbaugh didn't get weapons to try and compete in track meet. He got big and tried to beat them up. Now he's with the Chiefs, and I think he's going to try the same thing.
Did the same thing with Ohio State.
Oh shit! I got 4 people on right now. Yeah, see, D-Rock, I told you, man. There's no fans anywhere. You go to San Diego, and sometimes you'll see people like wearing Chargers gear, but like they don't really know anything about them. You're like, they probably just got them like for cheap somewhere. I ain't tripping though. Very good pick. All right, we're moving quick, and the bottle's moving quick, and everybody moving quick. It's gonna be funny watching this video back because you're gonna just like progressively see me start to get a little bit more drunk. We'll see how well I can hold my alcohol in. Hey, everybody. I don't know. You guys met Ace, right? This is the doggo. Look, he's making live streaming things. Say hi to the squad. Say what's up to the squad. Yeah, endoplasmic. Today is just the first round. Yeah, and then tomorrow is rounds 2 and 3, and then Saturday will be 4 through 7. That's the really long day. That's the one that's brutal. But yeah, today's just round 1. So they used to do round 1 and round 2, but now they just do round 1. Come here, buddy. Ace, come up. Come here. Come. There you go. Yeah, what's up? Hey, say hi, bro. You got endoplasmic reticulum saying hi. Yeah, he's just hanging out. Ace doesn't give a shit about the draft. I can tell you that. He doesn't give a shit. He just wants to be pet, or he wants to get underneath a blanket. He can care less about the draft, and that's a fact. I can't like see who's all in here. You can only do it if. That's cool. Damn, she was tall. Who was tall? His mom? Like Joe Alt's mom? Because yeah, she was probably tall. All right, Ace, come here, bro. I gotta focus, man. There you go. Giants pick is in. Damn. All right, guys. This is it. Like, I mean, here's the thing. It doesn't. As much as like I'm like the Broncos could easily go from 12 to 7 because it could happen. So could Minnesota. So unless Minnesota doesn't like one of these guys, like we think, why else would they trade for 23? Doesn't make sense. So maybe they're just doing smoke. But Titans are probably going to get the the big package coming up. Ace of Hearts, Ace of Spades, Ace of Base. He's got a lot of names. If they go receiver, then you wonder, do the Vikings just stick at 11, or does another team who did the homework, maybe the Broncos, slide up just a little bit to come get JJ McCarthy? Why would the Vikings stick at 11? Like, if you love JJ McCarthy and you're just going to be like, oh, we'll wait at 11 because we think we can get him, everybody in your building should get fired. That makes no sense to me. It'll never make sense to me. It literally drives me crazy. Coordinator up in Michigan for a while, and so maybe this is thinking Daniel Jones is hurt, is not going to be there to start the season. They did get Drew Lock in the fold to potentially start week 1, and Daniel. If I'm a Titans fan, for sure, I'm saying trade back because you think as a fan you could get a pretty good trade back package, but we'll see if it happens. No, it hasn't been any trade so far. Like I'm fairly surprised by. They did not make the trade. They are stuck, and they are picking. And it's time for the commissioner to come out. We're seeing him leaving. Does Joel Embiid eat his words and the Sixers get swept? I think they won game 1 already, so they can't get swept, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. I give a shit less about Embiid or the Sixers, especially right now, but just in general, I don't care about any of those guys. I like that. I mean, they needed a receiver, and Malik Neighbors is like Marvin Harrison Jr. type of special, but faster. The guy is nice, man. He is fun to watch. Ooh, I'm getting a little nervous, guys. This is fun. This is fun right now. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Man, some people on Twitter are funny. Like they'll put like obvious fake news, but it's like make it a little bit realistic. You know what I mean? Like where the hell are you? I love arguing with people on Twitter. It's so funny. All right, three people that are on here. I want to hear you guys' opinion. This guy on Twitter wrote me. He said, I quote. Let me say. He said, "The draft. It's literally all 100% luck. No one knows how good college players will be in the draft." I told him there's obviously luck involved, but to say it's all luck is just another level of dumb. And he says that you're an idiot. It's like, okay, cool, man. So when you look at the history of the draft for fucking 30 years, the players that hit the highest percent are the first round players, and then it gradually goes down every year since. Like there's obviously a reason these guys get paid millions of dollars to scout, to look into things, to get all this information. People are just fucking dumb. Very, very dumb. Very dumb. Damn, and the Titans haven't even traded back. Get your guy. Get your guy. What's going on? JC Latham at 7. That is wild. I mean, he's a tackle, so that's not surprising because I selected him to take a tackle. I didn't think it'd be Latham though, but hey, man, to each their own. To each their own. Yeah, the quarterback in the first round, D-Rock, it's like 25 or 30% hit rate, right? And there's obviously a lot that has to do with that, like with the pick and stuff. But it's worse in the second. It's worse in the third. It's even worse in the fourth. It's even worse in the fifth. It's even worse in the sixth. And then, like, you look at it across all positions, it's about a 70, 65, 70% fill rate with the draft picks in the first round or in the draft as a whole, anyways. So if you're going to fail, you might as well fail swinging for a quarterback rather than swinging for like a fucking corner when you suck. Yeah, that's always been my argument. Man, so now 8. Who's that 8? Not Atlanta. That's right. I was gonna say the Bears are at 9. Falcons. Falcons are on the clock. In my mock draft, I predicted an edge rusher. I think if they stay here, they're taking an edge. But man, a trade's got to happen, right? Unless they've just been blowing smoke up everybody's ass. You feel like it's got to happen. Yeah, I mean, I get it. The organization doesn't have time or patience for development. But the funny thing is that that's why we're in the position that we're in now, because we don't have that patience, because we're stupid. And so you got to change at some point, right? We finally have some continuity, it looks like, at the head coach position, at the coordinator position. So this is the time to do it if you're going to do it. We'll see. Yeah, and Judy's one of those that it still really hurts my heart because there was no one probably in Colorado that was more excited about that pick. Hyping it up for months. Couldn't believe we actually did it. And he just ended up being a bum, man. We could have gotten CeeDee Lamb. We could have gotten Justin Jefferson. We could have gotten even fucking Brandon Ayuk. I mean, ended up taking the bum of them all. So that was tough. That was tough for sure. So it's crazy because the Falcons been on the clock for a minute. And sometimes it tells you that the phones are blowing up. They're answering the phone. So I'll keep you all posted once I know, man. We'll see. Yeah, no shit, dude. Oh, it's gonna be fun. My wife was like, "Who are you talking to?" I'm like, "YouTube." Let me see this thing. Mike game. Oh, this one. There you go. Big Nike handle. Back up. Yeah, and J.C. Latham is surprising. He was more of a right tackle too at Alabama. I don't know who they have a right tackle there in the Titans, but hey, man, right tackle or left tackle, you need tackles. You need to protect Will Levis. It makes sense. It's never going to be a sexy pick, but it's always going to be a good pick. So. Any news? It's go time. Fuck it. Let's go. They got source the Falcons are drafting Malcolm Penix. That's bullshit, obviously. Yeah, nothing on the Falcons. I think that now because it's so quiet and there's nothing on social media going on. I think they trade him, man. I think Atlanta's gonna make this trade. No way. There is a shocker at 8, guys. An absolute shocker. Wow. The Atlanta Falcons are taking Penix. Michael Penix Jr. at number 8.
That's right. All right, so JC Latham is on the stage right now, and he's going to bring
Damn. Damn.
to the AFC South and protect Will Levis, who this team drafted in last year's draft. And you can see
I'm not mad at that because I'm not the biggest fan of Michael Penix for the Broncos. But wow. That's crazy, man. That is crazy. Michael Penix Jr. at 8 to the Falcons. That's just wild to me. I get it, but I don't get it. Like, you just spent $100 million on Kirk. There's so many other things you could have done. You must have absolutely loved him. That's crazy.
And so the Falcons have made their selection, and we'll get to that in a moment, which means the Bears are back on the clock. But for the moment, we welcome JC Latham to Prime Time, presented by Nationwide. Take it away, kid.
Wow. I'm blown away. I would have bet like $10,000 that wouldn't have happened, and I would have confidently, like, I would have been chilling. And the Bears are on. You feel like the Bears got to trade back, right? What the fuck?
You guys are going to say I'm crazy about what everyone talked about in the pregame show. The Atlanta Falcons are considering Michael Penix at number 8. And I know they signed Kirk Cousins and gave him $100 million guarantee.
How about Ian Rappaport talks about they're considering, as if you don't know. That's wild. That is wild.
I was wondering when the chaos was going to start. Apparently, now. And didn't you suspect Atlanta was going to get out?
I'm surprised it's been quiet, man. I'm surprised there's been 8 picks. No trades. That is crazy. No trades up or back. That's crazy to me. That is crazy to me. Yeah, they got Cousins. I like Penix. Penix is a baller. He's good. I didn't like him too much for the Broncos. I would have been totally fine with him because he wasn't just more because of the fit and the fact that we don't really have a good right tackle for pass protection. But and he's a lefty. But I would have never guessed Atlanta, bro. The only team I would have put like lower than Atlanta is like the Bears up next, like getting Caleb Williams and Michael Penix. Obviously, that's not going to happen. But good God, that's crazy. Crazy stuff. Michael Penix is sitting there smiling, acting like, "What do you mean, dude? What do you mean? I'm gonna have to sit for 5 years?"
In a veteran quarterback, and it's kind of wild that Kirk Cousins arrives in Atlanta. He signs in Atlanta. He leaves Minnesota to go to Atlanta. Minnesota is sticking around, and with this selection, having JJ
The fact that JJ McCarthy and Bo Nix are available, and it's pick 9, and they're probably going to be available at pick 10 unless you move up, is definitely surprising to me. Not so much Nix, but JJ McCarthy for sure.
This is for the Texas team, attacking over the top down the field. He can play on top of the coverage. This was a question mark in the Texas game. He answered his ability to navigate around some pressure, move around.
You know what I think happened? I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna take a wild guess here.
Again, outside the numbers, he's fantastic. Over the top.
Never mind. The Bears aren't even gonna. The Bears aren't even gonna trade out. They're taking Roma Dunze.
He's got a ridiculous arm. Now, there's injuries. That's something that some teams were concerned about. His 4 seasons in Indiana all ended in injury the last 2 years. He's been healthy the last 2 years, and he's played out of his mind.
I mean,
This is fascinating because we were talking about he's a little bit older. Yeah. You want to get him on the field. He's not getting on the field with Kirk Cousins in that contract, right? Well, I'll tell you, when he gets on the field, all right, you said he throws a great deep ball. I would agree. He throws the best deep to intermediate pass in this draft, but it's more than just a throw. It's pass. The ability to pass the ball with leverage.
Oh, Dunze.
When you watch him, everything is
Roma Dunze to the Bears is a good pick. Tackle would have made sense too, but it makes sense.
always in the proper spot down the field. And I think that's an incredibly rare trait. He's got long arms, big hands, and he swings it as well as anybody. When you just look at a guy that takes the ball and is in the pocket and controls the game from the pocket, there was nobody better in this draft. Kurt Warner, you got the floor. Yeah, I love what these guys are saying. You don't very often take a whole lot from the combine. But one thing I took from the combine this year was Michael Penix when he threw the football. The pace.
Listen, I love JJ McCarthy. I was high on him earlier, but I do get worried about a few things. I get worried about his age, his lack of experience. Let's rock the block with Brock. You never know, man. You never know. I think the Broncos are probably tried to reach out to Atlanta and Chicago, but maybe they were just like, "No, we love these dudes." I mean, Atlanta making that kind of a pick is so bold that it's like they obviously love them, right? So crazy. Crazy. All right, Bears is up. Jets are up. Here, I mean, I'm not even gonna say it no more. Like they can do a trade because who knows? The Jets are trading with the Vikings. There it is, guys. The Jets are moving back one.
I would call with these 4 quarterbacks gone. I would place the call to Minnesota and say, "Hey, I got people that want to come up and get the 5th guy. You got to give me something to come up one spot." Interesting. Even if nobody has. Even if nobody has. Oh my goodness.
Crazy. So the Jets moved back one spot. The Vikings moved up one spot. Easy trade. Makes sense for both teams. The Broncos obviously didn't want whoever the hell they're taking. They might have been worried about the Broncos going up, though. All right, so Vikings have moved up. It's got to be JJ, right? I don't like to speculate because you never know. But them going up one spot tells me that there's somebody obviously behind them that was looking to move up, and it could have been Denver, and that would really break your heart if that was the case, and if that means that we're going to end up not trading up now. This is wild stuff. So the Vikings have given the 11 pick to the Jets for the 10 picks. They moved up one spot. They also gave them pick 203. And the Jets are getting 129 and 157 from the Vikings. So not much. That's an ideal scenario for them, just to ensure that you got them. I think that they nailed it. I think they nailed it, and it is JJ. I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad about it. I think the Broncos. Well, I'm probably going to be mad about it eventually, though. But they obviously didn't like JJ enough because they could have given more to move up. Um,
The Minnesota Vikings are about to announce their pick 10th overall. We are assuming it's for JJ, and it's JJ McCarthy. The Jets moving down one spot, get a fourth and fifth tonight, and a 10th overall pick from Minnesota with the fifth round selection they just got from Denver in the Zach Wilson trade. And now Justin Jefferson is about to get a JJ throwing to them. And we will have 5 quarterbacks taking their first 10 picks.
all right, back to the Jets now on Twitter. So let's see what we got cooking up here. We're gonna trade back again. Sorry, Endo, I just saw this. Cousins has an injury history. He does. But you know who else has a big time injury history? Michael Penix. Nobody has more of one than him. Crazy. What, bro? What? Relax. No, eyes are better. Yeah, JJ confirmed for sure. Easy peasy. Yeah, so Jets essentially got a fourth and a fifth, and they flipped back a sixth. It's nothing. So I'm telling you, obviously, Broncos could have done more had they wanted to.
Wait, no, I'm always hot.
Stop. I'm not gonna lie, guys. The board is falling in an interesting way to where I think Bo Nix will obviously be there at 12, and I'm terrified that they're not gonna trade back, and that they're just gonna pick somebody that's not a quarterback, and it's gonna drive me fucking crazy.
We saw our first trade. The Minnesota Vikings moved up one spot with the Jets. They flipped the Jets a fourth and a fifth. On Saturday, for the Vikings to move up one spot. We are certain it is to take J.J. McCarthy as an option. This was said by the Falcons about 20 minutes ago. Here's the commissioner, Nick Official. To help make the Minnesota Vikings selection, we are honored to have with us the surviving mother, brothers, and nephew of fallen hero, United States Army Sergeant Zachary Ewing. Zachary died after battling cancer, a cancer that was discovered after he was injured during his second deployment to Iraq. We salute him and thank his family and TAPS, the Tragedy Assistance Program for Survivors, which offers care to those grieving the loss of a military loved one. I'm now going to turn this over to Sergeant Ewing's nephew, Asher, who will announce the pick in honor of his uncle. With the 10th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Minnesota Vikings select J.J. McCarthy.
Broncos are on the clock, everybody. The Jets are not trading back. They are taking a pick. I don't know who it is yet, but I will know soon. The Jets are taking Olu Fashanu. They take a tackle. That's an extremely smart move because otherwise another Achilles injury was in the fold. And now I am going to lose my mind. Oh. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I'm so nervous, y'all. I'm so nervous. You have no idea. Oh, man.
I will just add this one thing, guys. To me, the ingredients are all there for him to be a great quarterback. These other guys had a chance to do more with their talents. He has the talent. It wasn't necessarily needed with this Michigan team. They had a formula that worked for them, and he played his role all the way to a national championship. But how many times, Joe, did they run it in a row against Penn State? 32.
No news yet about the Broncos, y'all. No news yet. That's actually crazy. There's been 0 defensive players taken so far. Like, the Broncos could literally get the best defensive player in the draft. Listen, if they don't take a quarterback at 12, but they end up picking a player at 12, I'm going to try as hard as I can to stay optimistic that they'll somehow, some way trade back in. But we'll have to see.
Can he make the plays? Can he carry a team? All I know is when the pressure's up, Joel, you mentioned third down. How about fourth down in the Rose Bowl against Alabama, the play he made there? He's going to go number 10 overall. The same questions were there.
I think the Broncos ultimately are fielding phone calls.
Kevin O'Connell should have got a better head coach to be his quarterback coach as he moves on. This guy wins, right? He's 27.
I think the Broncos are trying to trade back.
To also play within that system that you talked about, and he was that guy. He was a unicorn for Michigan in a lot of ways. Real quick, I asked Kevin O'Connell about him a couple days ago. He said, "I want to coach that kid." He said, "This kid, everybody that's around him, he's infectious. They always want to be around him. His teammates absolutely migratory." He said,
I said it before. The only I would be fine with Brock Bowers just because it would at least be a little bit exciting. But who the fuck's gonna throw him the ball, bro? Zach Wilson. Jesus Christ.
great situation for a young quarterback to go into with all those pieces around it. I gotta be honest with you, there is no I in the halftime network. There is one rich and one rich. And you've got to see the places of J.J. McCarthy. In the 2024 NFL Draft, the New York Jets select Olum Fashanu. So they go in the direction of This is the left tackle of the future. Maybe see if he gets on the field right away, but he's a pure left tackle. If he would get on last year's draft, he would have been the top 5 pick. He was coming off a monster year as a very young player, so I go back to Penn State. You see the anchor in the power, a pure pass protector. You want to try to get with the counter move, you can redirect and put the clamps on you. That is his calling card. In the run game, you want to see him be a little more consistent. There's more steal and wall off and really power guys and finish guys, but there was improvement in that area in 23 compared to 22. We're back with the 12th overall pick in a second.
The 2024 NFL Draft is presented by Verizon. Verizon Small Business Days are here from April 22nd through April 28th.
Oh my God, is Twitter really down?
Verizon Small Business Days are here, April 22nd to the 28th. Get a free tech check, personalized advice, and special offers and deals, like a free 5G phone
All right, guys. Broncos pick is in. I know who it is. We are drafting. Well, we had thought this entire time. It is Bo Nix, baby. Broncos got their quarterback. Let's go.
I checked 2 bags on Southwest for free. That's a lot of shampoo. Get this for 3 ounces. This is gold bottle, baby. He gets it. Yeah, brother.
2 bags buy free. That's a big flex.
Oh, here comes the drug guy. Come on. If you spend nearly $750 like this, imagine what we could get. Oh, like blackberries, cranberries, Halle Berry. I'm just kidding, but I love her. Switch to Progressive and you can save hundreds.
Logging off. Bo Nix to the Broncos. We'll react afterwards. Peace out.